Hi friends, very good afternoon. Yes, ma'am. Please drop a confirmation message. Is everything is good to go? Yes. Welcome back to Let's Crack UPSC CSE English with India's largest learning platform, Unacademy. Let's crack it. Yes. What all you will get under Unacademy platform? Needless to say, daily live classes, isn't it? Yes, every day sharp 2 p.m. I'll catch you all in YouTube platform, isn't it? Yes, ma'am. What is the best part of live classes? You can chat with your educator, engage in discussion, ask your doubts and answer polls all while the class is going on, isn't it? To make the session more interactive and you can get your doubts clarified then and there, isn't it? Live test and quiz. Yes, live test as well as live quiz. Now, probably from coming Monday, I'll try to do daily one quiz. Okay. Next, structured courses. It is OSS for your PMI, one-stop solution for your prelim, mains and interview. All our courses are so structured and aligned with your exam syllabus in order to help you best prepare for it. Isn't it? Yes, we do a holistic and comprehensive coverage of the entire syllabus. Yes, ma. Unlimited access to unlimited courses. One subscription gets you access to all our live and recorded courses to watch from the comfort of any of your devices, for which you have to download an Academy learning app, isn't it? Yes. Next is, this is me, about me. Yes, I'm your DL ma'am. I'm Dhanalakshmi, senior, top and a very passionate educator. Yes, my dear friends, my passion for teaching is a never ending. In search of pursuit of happiness in life, one of my happiness, of course, the major happiness lies in being as an educator for UPSC CSE. You can simply ask me, ma'am, why UPSC CSE? Because I have more than 15 years rich experience in this field. My entry into civil service is 2004. Of course, I'm a Vajram student. Yes, ma'am. With respect to my teaching experience, I have more than decade-long rich experience in teaching for UPSC CSE, which is closer to 13 years completed. My knowledge specific to geography. Geography is a wonderful subject. Yes, I have done my MSc, MPhil. I'm going to do my doctorate in geography. Apart from this, all my 6 mains in UPSC I have given all my 6 mains with geography as my optional, and undoubtedly in each and every optional time, yes, I have proved myself again and again. I was one of the top scorer in geography optional. This is an amazing subject where it has an enormous amount of overlap in your GS mains as well. Yes, ma'am. So, credential specific to civil service, I have appeared twice in UPSC CSE interview with 6 consecutive mains. Apart from this, I'm also a state government officer, a group 2 officer, have cleared my state service and I have also cleared multiple other competitive exams. Yes. So my knowledge, my experience and expertise, everything what I have acquired on this field over a period of last 15 years, I would like to transmit the same to the future bureaucrats, present aspirants who are aspiring to reach your dream destination. Yes, I have mentored more than 25,000 aspirants over a period of last 12 years. I haven't stopped just my mentoring. I have improved. Yes, my dear friends, I have improved by bringing the results. Many of my students are now happily working as an IAS and IPS officers across India. Yes. So you can reach your DL man who has more than 15 years rich experience in this field, very specifically with geography, masters. I have done my PG. I have also 6 rich experience mains with geography as an optional. So you can reach your DL man with the code DL10. This is really high time to subscribe. Yes, ma, take the subscription using my code. I have also shared my Telegram link over here. Yes, I have shared my Unacademy profile link. Join my link so that you will have a class details with respect to this. Next, comprehensive syllabus. Here we provide you enormous amount of courses. Yes, you can never come with a complaint saying that there is a deficit of courses. No, we always provide everything in excess, isn't it? Yes, ma, surplus. So you cherry pick, you are in need of which course. So utilize the platform to its fullest. One subscription, unlimited benefits. Yes or no? Are they doing or not? Are you learning comfortably? Yes. Learn live from the comfort of your home. Yes, you're doing that very good. Next is unlimited access to all courses. Top educators of India are found under one platform. All the subject experts, best brain. Yes, they have enormous amount of experience with UPSC or Found under one roof, that roof is needless to say, Unacademy. Exhaustive coverage of syllabus, regular doubt clearing sessions, live test series, study material, answer writing sessions, mentoring and guidance. Even we'll have more answer writing sessions in optional as well. UPSC CSE, in order to avail all these multiple benefits, you have to do only one thing from your end. Yes, go for the subscription without any further delay. Why? Because you're running out of the offer. Only 2 days is left, excluding today. 24 is the last day on request of multiple students who was asked to extend the fees timing the offer day. Yes, ma'am. So for subscription, for a plus course, the fees is 24, entire 24 months. Now we are running a 67% offer. Of course, it's a festival season, isn't it? That too, by using my code DL10, you get 10% instant discount. At last, you have to pay only 57,600. Why 24? Why? Because on taking two perspectives, what is this? One is this minimum time frame, and next is that huge monetary benefit. This is the exam where it requires, of course, you have to prepare for all the three phases accompanied with your optional as well. Is it possible to complete this entire course with less than 1.5 years preparation? Certainly not, but it is very much possible if you're going to have an impeccable determination coupled with indomitable spirit. You can very well reach your destination. What is the destination? Of course, the dream destination is the Labasna. For that, we can never compromise with less than, of course, 1.5 years is the minimum time frame. So the safer option is always, it's good to go for 24 months. Yes or no, ma? Yes. So taking this into consideration, apart from this, what is this mentoring? Successful people never reach their goals alone. Yes, you know geography. Yes, you know. In GS you are reading, but the same can you write it in optional as well? Of course, optional has an edge. Optional is the heart and soul. It is going to decide one success. Yes or no, ma? So structuring of the answers, innovative answers, this is a wonderful subject where you can prove yourself then and there in a very comfortable manner. How you will get to know, how to come, how to enrich the content and the answers, how to present the same topic, because seismic waves, shadow zone, earthquakes, everyone present in the same way. How do my answer look very legible? How does it different from other aspirants? Because each and everything matters in success when it is counted as a overall. So in order to get all these, definitely you are in need of a mentor. See, this is an aspirant and this is a mentor. Yes or no? Aspirant, of course, you are striving hard to reach your peak. Yes, but you're also in need of a support system. Yes or no? So the thin line of difference between the aspirant and the mentor is someone who has crisscrossed these stages. Yes or no? After climbing these difficult terrain, only have reached the peak. So he is the right one to say what to do, what not to do, and how to do, isn't it? Yes, ma. So P to P. What is this P to P? Point to point. Irrespective of the starting point, let your starting point be anywhere part of India, even the remotest corner, sitting in the remotest corner of India, you can start your civil service preparation. But you all want to come and join, reach the destination, DD, dream destination, Labasna, is on a prestigious civil service, getting into the training. Yes, so it should be your journey. Of course, we know our journey is not bed of roses, it is torn of bushes, but it should be without any break. Yes, break in the sense, because it consists of so much of challenges, obstacles, and hurdles. So you should know how to overcome all these. Here you are in need of a support system. Of course, it is like a, in terms of coaching, guidance, training, motivation, knowledge, support system. Yes, always keep saying this to yourself. Difficult road leads to beautiful destination. Yes or no? In our geographical terrain, yes, the topography terrain is an undulating, rugged topography, but will reach to the beautiful plain destination. Super, ultimate. Yes, I become a mentor because I wanted to give the thing I didn't realize is how much I would get. Yes, ma. For iconic subscription, are you looking for personal guide? Or you're ready to write your answers on a daily basis, but you want someone to evaluate and help you enriching the content. You want someone to assist in making a customized study plan, personalized feedback. Yes, if these were all your requirements and expectation, we will promise you to fulfill all these by if you're going to enroll Iconic subscription. Yes, ma'am. So for the entire 24 months Iconic subscription fees is 99,000 by using your DL ma'am code DL10, powerful code DL10. Okay, and you will get 10% instant discount. In my name itself we have 10, not 10% instant discount. At loss you have to pay only 89,100. Is this fine? Yes, ma'am. Best wishes to all of you. Thank you. Fine. Now, yes, Omkar, very good afternoon. Please let me know is everything is good to go. Shall I begin the session without any further delay? This is one of the most important topic here again. Okay, fine. Seismic waves. So what all we are going to discuss here? Seismic waves, seismograph, focus or hypocenter, epicenter, types of seismic waves. These are the keywords. At the end of the session, you will answer me what is the seismograph, what is this focus, what is this hypocenter, everything. Okay. Earth's interior. Did we discuss in last class structure of the Earth's interior? Crust, mantle, core, sima, Nifi, lithosphere, asthenosphere, mesosphere, barosphere. Do you remember all the structure of the Earth's interior? It is the place where can we venture? No, ma'am. That is the only place where man has not ventured in. Yes or no? Earth's interior is the only place where man has not ventured in beyond his range of direct observation. So far, our knowledge about the Earth's interior is based on estimates and interferences. Yes or no? Yes, ma'am. This is how, through how, ma'am? The minimum amount of knowledge we have about the Earth's interior is through mining operation, drilling, yes or no, here and there, direct sources, volcanic eruption, meteoroids, of course, gravity anomalies, so many things, but it is an incomplete idea, isn't it? So far, our knowledge about Earth's interior is based on estimates and interferences. Now, the very, very powerful word seismology. What do you mean by seismology? Study of seismic waves. Only so by studying the different types of seismic waves, which is the only source which provides us some authentication. Underline this word some, because nobody can give the complete authenticated information about the composition of Earth's interior. Yes or no? What is the radius of the Earth's interior? 6371. Can anyone get so deep into it and give you, yes, this is made up of this, outer core is this, inner core is this? No, which is not possible, but we are trying our maximum to get the utmost some authenticated information through study of seismic waves. So very, very important. Seismology, study of seismic waves, only source provides us some authenticated information about the composition of Earth's interior. Yes or no? Composition of Earth's interior. Earthquake. So, of course, Monday again we will discuss earthquake separately. Okay. So, next week in optional channel we'll have a classes on earthquake, volcanoes, very, very important topic. Next. Earthquakes, evidences of present day tectonic activity. What is an earthquake? Come on, share your experience with respect to earthquake. Have you, Omkar, have you ever experienced the earthquake tremor, shaking, trembling? Yes or no? It's a wave like sudden vibration or trembling in the earth. See, you're standing like this, okay? If there is a sudden jerk, sudden tremor on the plane thing, a wave like sudden vibration or trembling in the earth, a form of wave energy that travels through the bedrock, happens when accumulated tectonic stress is relieved through sudden lurching movement of crustal blocks along a fault line. No problem. The motion is caused by quick release of seismic waves. We will be discussing what is this quick release of seismic waves, which travels away from a subsurface point of a sudden energy release. Focus. Where? Epicenter. So we will be discussing what is focus. We will be discussing what is epicenter. Two important keywords. Is or no? Yes or no? Epicenter is located at the Earth's surface, immediately above the focus. Can you see in this diagram? Just you draw any rough diagram. The point where this is called focus, deep inside the Earth's interior. Can you see? Epicenter. In detail we will discuss. Don't worry. This is just a beginning. Epicenter on the Earth's surface. Yes or no? Epicenter is located at the Earth's surface immediately above the focus. Seismic waves relating to the earthquake or other vibrations of the earth. So seismic waves are the related to the earthquake waves and the other vibrations which happen on the earth's surface, that is on the crust. Isn't it? Then only we can experience, isn't it? If it's going to happen deep inside, no. The outcome you are seeing on the crust, on the topmost layer. Seismic waves or the waves of the energy that travel through the earth layer and are a result of earthquake, volcanic eruption, magma movement, large landslides and large human-made explosions. Very, very important. What is the seismic waves? Seismic waves or the earthquake waves which are formed, the waves of energy that travel through the earth layer. How? Of course, it is traveling up through the earth layer. It is an outcome of result of sources like multiple factors like one earthquake. Due every time whenever there is a volcanic eruption, it is associated with an earthquake. Have you ever heard in news? If there is a volcanic eruption in the Japan island or somewhere island, so after some time you can immediately expect one earthquake to happen. Yes or no? So volcanic eruption, this is like it is causing a disturbance on the earth crust. See, the plane endogenetic, of course, as we travel with the further topics like endogenetic and exogenetics. Endogenetic forces or forces which are emanating from deep inside the earth. So just to remember, you draw a straight line. This is called Earth's interior and this is called Earth's surface. This flat Earth surface, when it is getting disturbed, when high temperature, of course, because an outcome of the magma, it tried to break the crustal, isn't it? So it comes with much force and pressure. It breaks this crustal part. So it will lead to the break, which is the first initial step. It is like it causes a tremor, shaking on the earth crust. Yes or no? Through this only the volcanic eruption, it comes from the earth's interior, it reaches above the earth's surface. We are able to witness the volcanic eruption, but from where it is coming? It is emanating from deep inside the earth's interior. Yes or no? Yes or no? Are you able to visualize? But you wait for another 1 or 2 classes. As we progress with the concepts, you will have better clarity. Is this fine? Now it's all about that. You have to come to the imagination. Now, so it is an outcome whenever there is earthquake, volcanic eruption, magma movement. Which is the source of magma? Which is the source of magma? From where the magma starts? Of course, asthenosphere, isn't it? Source of magma, large landslides and large human-made explosions. The refraction or reflection of seismic waves is used for research into the surface of Earth's interior. So through these seismic waves movement only, how it is getting reflected. On the reflection of the seismic wave, some places refraction happens. So the refraction or reflection of the seismic waves is used for research into know the composition of the Earth's interior, structure of the Earth's interior. Yes or no? Seismic waves? Yes or no, ma? Study of seismic waves. What is the seismology? Seismology is the study of seismic waves. It is the only source which provides us some authenticated information about composition of the Earth's interior. The term seismic waves and earthquake waves are often used interchangeably. Next, how are earthquake waves produced? Look at here. How are earthquake waves produced? The abrupt release of energy. Abrupt, see the flame. Abrupt release of energy along a fault. Okay, along a fault, sharp break in the crustal layer. This is the crustal layer, isn't it? So there is a sharp break in the crustal layer. Thank you, Shankar. Causes the earthquake waves. Rock layers along a fault tend to move in opposite direction. They do not move. They tend to move in the opposite direction due to the force excreted on them, but are held in place by counteracting frictional forces exerted by the overlying rock strata. So just remember, these are the two things. Can you draw? This is the place where the energy is released. The focus. Focus is the place of occurrence. Okay. And epicenter where we experience. See, The pressure on the rock layers build up over a period and overcomes the frictional force, resulting in a sudden movement, generating a series of shock waves. Okay, now can I say you one simple example? What is this difference? One simple example, see, sudden seismic waves that travel in all direction. One layman example I will say. Please try to understand, ma. This is a pond. Okay, you are standing in front of a lake or a pond. Let us not talk about ocean, river, body and all. Let us take a small. I call Shankar. Okay, Shankar, he is in a dull mood. He is not happy. He don't want to move out with his friend. He want to keep himself silent. So he is going on a roadside, river side. There is finding a small in village side. Okay, there is finding a small pond. So he want to spend his time peacefully. But yes, he is standing in front of the pond and he is looking at nearby. He is seeing a stone. So he is picking up the stone. Okay, nearby he picked up the stone. Now what Shankar is trying to do, we would have played this game now. Yes, how the pond, now Shankar is also silent. He is also silent and the pond or the lake is also silent. Still, yes or no? Is there any movement? Is there any movement? Please answer me. Shankar, is there any movement? You are also standing quiet and you are looking at the water. It is also in the still. Now you have taken a small stone and what you are trying to do, you try to put the stone where? On the pond. Okay. Now we have dropped the stone on the pond, on the lake. What will happen to the still water? It got disturbed now. It will cause a series which will create a series of vibrations. Yes or no? The water try to move in different direction. The vibration, it starts moving in different directions. Once we drop the stone on the pond, the still water starts moving. The vibration, the energy released, the released energy trying to escape in different directions. Yes or no? Yes or no? See, this is how you have to visualize. Look at this diagram. So imagine this is the place where you have dropped the pond. Occurrence, place of occurrence. Now the energy is released, is trying to escape. Okay, this is called epicenter. Now we will look, what is this? What is this? Point where the energy is released is called focus. Where the energy is released, ma? F is focus or hypocenter is where the energy is released. Point where the energy is released is called focus or hypocenter of an earthquake. The point on the surface directly above the focus is called as an epicenter. So the energy is released here. The point where the energy is released is called focus or hypocenter, and the released energy is experienced on the earth's surface. Yes or no? It comes and touches the earth's surface at different. This is called epicenter. Are you able to differentiate now what is a focus, what is an hypocenter? Where the energy is released, always it is released deep inside the earth. Okay, but you experience the tremor, you experience the shaking, you experience the tremor on the above the earth crust. That is called the place where the tremor, you experience the tremor is called as an epicenter. Is this clear now? Is the first point is clear now? So the pressure on the rock layers build up over a period and overcomes the frictional force, resulting in the sudden movement. Why sudden movement? Generating a shock waves. Before that, the stand was still, the pond was still, Shankar was silent. But once it dropped the stone, the energy is released. It started moving into different direction, isn't it? So that travel in all direction. The point where the energy. So try to remember FE. Try to remember FE. The point where the energy is released is known as focus or hypocenter. But you experiences the tremor which is parallel to the focus on perpendicular, not parallel, perpendicular to the focus or hypocenter is known as epicenter. Epicenter is above the earth crust. Focus is below the earth's interior. Is this clear? Is this clear? Any doubt? So an instrument called seismograph which record the waves reaching the surface in different direction. Can you see the different arrow marks? These are called different seismic waves. So the seismic waves is recorded by using an instrument called seismograph which records the wave reaching the surface, reaching the earth's surface. So what is seismic waves? Seismic waves or earthquake waves, which are the tremors generated due to disequilibrium created in the earth crust. Disequilibrium. So initially it is equilibrium, it is stable. Now because of the tremor, can you see crack, earthquake? How do you know that earth is getting a crack, quake? So isn't it a disequilibrium in the earth crust? Yes or no, ma? On the earth crust, the normal equilibrium earth crust, because of the tremors, the shaking, the disturbance happens because of the forces emanating from deep within the earth's interior. The tremors generated due to disequilibrium. So the tremors is due to disequilibrium created on the earth crust. What is a focus or an hypocenter? It is a place of an origin of an earthquake. Yes or no? The point where the energy is released is called as a focus or an hypocenter, always deep within the earth, which means within the earth's interior. Am I right? Am I right? Is this clear till now? Is this clear till now? So focus will always happen deep within the earth. Epicenter, a place which experiences the seismic waves. Once the energy is released, will the pond will remain, once Shankar has dropped the stone, will the pond will remain silent? No, it tried to create a series of concentric waves which try to escape in different direction. These waves is known as P waves, primary waves, S waves, secondary waves, that we will all discuss now. Is this clear till now? So, a place which experiences the seismic waves first located on the Earth's surface. This place where it experiences the different waves is called as epicenter. Epicenter, earth surface. Focus, earth's interior. Is this clear? Always perpendicular to focus. So, focus and epicenter are perpendicular to each other. Yes or no? Yes or no? Is this clear? Focus and epicenter are perpendicular to each other. Is this clear? Is this clear? Can I move on? What is a seismogram? Ma'am, seismogram is an instrument which is used to measure seismic waves or earthquake waves. Am I right? Am I right? The point within the earth crust where an earthquake originates. So the point within the earth crust where the earthquake originates is called as a focus or hypocenter or seismic focus. It is also known as focus or hypocenter or seismic focus. It generally lies within a depth of 6 kilometers. The point vertically above the focus on the Earth's surface is called as an epicenter. Is this clear? So, is the first point is clear? Before going into the types of seismic waves, what are seismic waves? Seismic waves or earthquake waves are called interchangeably. Yes or no? The tremors that are generated due to disequilibrium created on the earth crust. What are seismic waves? Seismic waves are the tremors that are generated due to disequilibrium created on the earth crust. Then what is a focus or an hypocenter? The point where the energy is released. The origin of the earthquake is known as a focus or an hypocenter. Where the shock experiences, origin is inside. Where the experiences is epicenter. That's it. Now, next moving to very important types of seismic waves or earthquake waves. Both are one and the same. Seismic waves or earthquake waves are basically two types. Body waves and surface waves. So, we can simply write like this. Seismic waves are divided into two types. What are they? One is called as a body waves. Another one is called as a surface waves. Am I right? Now we are going to discuss what is this body waves, what is this surface waves. See, earthquake waves or the seismic wave types? So SW, what is this SW? Which is nothing but seismic waves. How many types it is divided? It is divided into two types. What are they? Major division is two. One is that body waves, BW. Another one is surface waves, SW. This is seismic. Don't get confused with seismic and surface. Okay. This body waves is still divided into two types. They are known as primary waves or P waves, secondary waves or S waves. Is this clear? The surface waves are divided into two types. They are known as love waves. Love. And another one it is called as a Rayleigh. Love or Rayleigh waves. Is this clear? Can I proceed? So, can I proceed? Any doubt? Am I fast? Please let me know. Is the speed is fine? Am I fast? No, na? You are able to understand. Okay, earthquake, seismic waves type, seismic waves, of course the body waves and the surface waves. Body waves divided into two, primary waves and secondary waves. Surface waves divided into two, further division, love waves and Rayleigh waves. Can you see the diagram here? Now we are going to discuss each and everything. First and the most important is body waves. Why body waves are important and what is this body waves is all about? Is this fine? Now, body waves are generated due to the release of energy, at the focus. So you now know, you remember the story, Shankar and the stone pond, even that story, where he is dropping the stone, before he dropping the stone, it was quiet. The energy is released. Once the energy is released, the released energy creates a concentric wave, series of concentric waves, and it try to reach the surface. So the body waves are generated due to release of energy. The energy is released at the focus and move in all directions, traveling through the interior of the earth. Yes or no? It is released, the energy is released at the focus and move in all direction. Yes or no? And move in all directions. See? And move in all direction, traveling through the interior of the earth. Yes, the name body waves. There are two types of body waves. Primary waves or P waves or longitudinal in nature. So first thing we are going to discuss primary waves or P waves. What is this? They are, first point, longitudinal in nature. Wave propagation is similar to sound waves and S waves. So we will discuss everything in detail. What is this primary waves? What is this thing? Okay, it's a very interesting topic, longitudinal. Just imagine you are taking an electricity, you are taking a rubber band. Okay, wait, I'll say. So first is primary. So body waves is primary or the P waves, which are longitudinal in nature, similar to sound waves. S waves or secondary waves, transverse in nature. Wave propagation is similar to ripples on the surface of the water. Ripples. Okay. Earthquake waves or the seismic waves, earthquake originate in the lithosphere, propagates different seismic waves or earthquake waves. Seismic waves are basically two types, body waves. This body waves is still divided into two types, primary waves and secondary waves. Yes or no? Body waves generated due to the release of energy at the focus and move in all direction, traveling throughout the body. Hence the name body waves, because it travels inside, interior. They travel only through the interior. So it is like they travel only through the interior of the earth. Body waves are faster than surface waves. Okay, so in general, the first caption is that why the name body waves? Because they do not travel above the earth, they travel only inside the interior of the earth. Or once the energy is released, they try to move in different direction. The energy is released, the concentrate. A series of concentric waves are generated. They are trying to move in, escape in different direction. That also happen within the earth interior only. That's why it is called as a body name. So the first is body waves. So the first name is body waves is greater than surface waves. In this body waves, we have two types. P waves is greater than secondary waves. S waves. P waves is faster than S waves. That we will discuss now. Body waves are faster than the surface waves and hence they are first to be detected on seismograph. What is seismograph? Seismograph is an instrument which is used to record the seismic waves, types of seismic waves. Yes or no? Yes or no? Now, so hence they are first to be detected on the seismograph. There are two types of body waves, primary and secondary. Primary waves are also called P waves, or called so because they are the fastest among the seismic waves and hence are recorded first on the seismic waves. Who comes first in the race? Who comes first in the race? See, different types we have now. Primary waves, P waves, S waves, these both comes under body waves. Under surface waves, we have two, L and R, Love and Rayleigh. In this race, who comes first? Of course, it is the primary waves. They are the fastest among the seismic waves and hence are recorded first on the seismograph. They are also called as a longitudinal wave. Why the name they are getting longitudinal? Because the displacement of the medium is in the same direction or the opposite direction too, or parallel to the direction of the propagation of the wave. Elongation, stretching, compression. See, you take a band, rubber band. You stretch it. Once you release it, it shrink. Expand, shrink. Yes or no, ma? Expand and shrink. Compressional waves because they produce compression and rarefaction when traveling through a medium. Pressure waves because they produce increase or decrease in pressure in the medium. P wave create density differences in the material leading to stretching. Stretching is rarefaction, squeezing, compression of the material. The best example for stretching and compression is rubber band, elasticity band. Yes or no? Just to keep the band, you just pull apart. When you stretch it with your finger, initially, okay, let me show this. Can you see the rubber band in my hand, ma? Can you see the band in my hand? Of course, this is my hair clip. Can you see the rubber band? What I'm doing now, I'm holding it like this. Okay. Now I'm going to stretch it. What I'm doing when I stretch it, it is expanding. When I stretch, it is expanding. Can you see this? Is it visible? Is my object in the hand is visible? Am I stretching it? Now when I release, when I stretch, there is an expansion, rarefaction. When I leave, squeeze it, I'm compressing it. When I squeeze it, it gets compressed. Yes or no? This is the best example. So P waves create the density differences in the material. How the density is differed? When it leading to the stretching, expansion, rarefaction, squeezing, compression of the material. So P waves is also known as the compressional waves because they produce the compression and rarefaction when traveling through the medium. Pressure waves because they produce increase or decrease in pressure. Is this clear? These waves are of relatively high frequency and are the least destructive among the earthquakes. See how beautiful it is? P, he comes first in the race, the fastest race. He travels very faster and he is a very good man. He is least destructive among the earthquake waves. What are the earthquake waves? What are all the earthquake waves? P waves, S waves, L waves, Rayleigh waves. Among the seismic waves, earthquake waves, P waves is the first to come and it is the least destructive. The trembling on the earth's surface, the tremors that are generated due to disequilibrium on the earth crust. Tremor, which is nothing but a shaking, vibration on the earth's surface caused due to the waves in the up-down direction. Up-down direction. Up and down. Vertical movement. The trembling on the earth's surface caused due to these waves, P waves in its up and down vertical motion. They can travel in all medium and their velocity depends on shear strength, elasticity of the medium. Hence, the velocity of the P waves is solid greater than liquid greater than gases. Yes or no? It travels through all the medium, solid, liquid and gases, but it travels fast in solid, lesser speed in liquid and less in gases. Yes or no? The velocity of the P waves first in solid greater than liquid, liquid greater than gases. Is this clear? Is this clear? Okay. See, these waves take the form of a sound waves, analogous to sound waves when they enter the atmosphere. P wave velocity in the earthquake is in the range of 5 to 8 km per second. The precise speed varies according to the region of the earth interior, from less than 6 km in the earth crust to 13.5 km in the lower mantle and 11 km per second through the inner core. The speed, the precise speed. So it doesn't move with the same velocity. It doesn't move with the uniform velocity. When it passes CMA, see, look at here. That's why first I've completed the interior class. Earth's interior, crust, mantle, core, isn't it? So when it passes through the crust, the speed varies according to the region of the earth interior. From less than 6 km in the earth crust, it will move. P waves travel with the speed of 6 km per second in the earth crust. When it reaches from crust to mantle, it will accelerate the speed. It will increase the speed to 13.5 km per second. Again, the speed is little bit reduced. When it reaches the core, its speed is 11 km per second. Is this fine? It doesn't move with a uniform speed. Why? Because the earth doesn't made up of, the earth's interior doesn't made up of a homogeneous material. It happens because of, it comprises of heterogeneous in nature. Yes or no? Silica, Sima, Nifi. Are you getting it? Are you getting the logic? Why there is a difference? Why there is a difference in speed from the crust to the mantle and mantle to the core? Because of the crust, mantle and the core does not made up of a same composition. Are they homogeneous in nature? Are they made up of a uniform things? No. Silica, lighter at the top. As you move inside, as you move interior, heavier metals. Yes or no? Nickel, iron, magnesium. So this is one of the reason. Next is primary waves. Now we are going to sum up what is primary waves. Now we are going to sum up what is primary waves. Is this clear? Is this clear? See, first is what, ma? Body waves. So primary waves is a part of a body wave. Yes or no? Is a part of a body wave. Two parts we have. One is P waves and another one is S waves. Under P waves, they are longitudinal and compressional waves. I think now you know what is longitudinal and compression. Elasticity, stretching, rarefaction, expansion, compression. Yes or no? So P waves are also known as longitudinal waves or compressional waves. They are analogous to sound waves when they reach the atmosphere. Did I read here? See, these waves take the form of the sound waves when they enter the atmosphere. Velocity in the earthquake is in the range of 5 to 8 km per second. Yes or no? Is the second point. So it is called as, they are analogous to sound waves. They travel through all medium. Yes or no? Do they travel through all medium? Solid, liquid and gases. Yes or no, ma? P waves is friendly with all the material, all the medium. Solid, liquid and gases. More friendly with solid, medium friendly with the liquid, least friendly with the gases with respect to the speed. Yes or no? It travels fast in the solid, less in the liquid, little bit lesser in the gases. But it passes through all the medium. Travel through all the medium. Is the third point is clear? What is the fourth point? The particles try to move to and fro. Yes or no? It try to move to and fro. Expansion and compression in the form of propagation of waves. To and fro in the line of propagation of waves. Fastest body waves. Yes or no? See, which is the fastest in the running race? Who comes faster? P waves comes faster. So P waves is the fastest body waves, twice the speed of S waves. Twice the speed of 2:1. Twice the speed of S waves, first to reach during an earthquake. So which is the waves first get detected in the seismograph? In the seismograph, an instrument which records the seismic waves. So which will come and first stand in the seismograph instrument? That is a P waves. Can you see? So it is called as a longitudinal. Yes or no, ma? Direction C. Expansion to and fro, expansion and rarefaction. And now see, can you see the compression? Can you see the compression? P waves particle. Is this fine? Is this fine? Next is, they are similar to sound waves. They are longitudinal waves in which the particle move is in the same direction of wave progression. They travel through solid, liquid and gases. They create density differences in the earth material, leading to stretching and squeezing. Stretching is an expansion, squeezing is a compression. Yes or no? So because of their activity, stretching, expansion, squeezing, compression, because of this, they create density differences in the earth material. Is this clear? Is P waves is clear? Is P waves is clear? Yes or no? Are you able to follow till now? Any doubt? Next, we usually say that the speed of the sound waves depends on the density. But there are few exceptions. Mercury is denser than iron. Mercury is denser than iron, but it is less elastic. Hence, the speed of the sound in iron is greater than that in the mercury. Always there is an exception. We cannot come to a conclusion one size fits all. Does one size fits all? No, always there is an exception, isn't it? So we usually say that the speed of the sound waves depends on the density, but there are a few exceptions. Mercury is denser than iron. Since mercury is denser than iron, but it is less elastic, so the speed of the sound in iron is greater than that in mercury. This is a contradictory, isn't it? Exception cases. Why do P waves travel faster than the S waves? How many times it is faster? 2 times faster than S waves. Yes or no? P waves are about 1.7 times faster than the S waves, which is approximate to 2 times faster than the S waves. P waves are compression waves that apply a force in the direction of the propagation and hence transmit their energy quite easily through the medium and thus travel quickly. P waves or compression waves, because of stretching and squeezing, it is causing a density difference. Compression waves that apply a force in the direction of the propagation and hence transmit their energy quite easily. Very easy to transmit the energy through the medium and thus travel quickly. On the other hand, S waves or transverse waves. We didn't discuss S. First, let me finish P waves. So when I discuss S waves, you will have a better clarity. Oh, because of this reason only it is happening. Okay. So on the other hand, S waves or transverse waves or the shear waves, motion of the medium is perpendicular to the direction of the propagation. Here it is not in the direction of propagation, straight line, to and fro. But in S waves, it is not to and fro. It is perpendicular to the direction of the propagation of waves. See? Okay, so that is in S waves. Next, and hence are less easily transmitted through the medium. Is this fine? Is this fine? So the last point for P waves is P waves as an earthquake warning. Why P waves is considered as an earthquake warning? Because it travels first. It reaches the seismogram instrument first. Yes or no? Advanced earthquake warning is possible by detecting the non-destructive primary waves that travel more quickly through the Earth's crust than do the destructive secondary and surface waves. So you see, who comes first? Who comes first? P waves, primary waves. Since he comes first, it means that he is more destructive? No, he is a good guy. He is less destructive. Okay. So travel more quickly through the earth crust than do the destructive. So secondary is destructive. More destructive out of all is the surface waves. Okay. Next, depending upon the depth of the focus of the earthquake, the delay between the arrival of the P wave and other destructive waves could be up to about 60 to 90 seconds. Depends upon the depth of the focus, because the depth of the focus, it varies. It varies from time to time. It doesn't remain the same. It varies from time to time. Is this clear? Is this clear now? Is all clear? Can I move? Is P waves is clear? Do you want me to go quick revision, or can I move with the S waves? It's very simple, na? It's very simple. I think you may not have a doubt, but try to know these different points. Of course, medium, all medium, travel fast in solid, then in liquid and gas, and it is less destructive. And that's it, ma. I think E and C, they opposite direction in the same direction, whereas S waves perpendicular. Is this clear? Can I move on to the next? See, can you see this stretching, expand, compression? This portion is a compression portion. Can you see this portion is a compression portion, and here it is an expanded portion, seismic waves type. So P waves is completed. Perfectly fine. Now we are going to move to the secondary waves, S waves. Is this fine? Can I move on? Can I move on to the S waves? Yes. First check, let me know the speed. Ma Omkar, I think it's fine. For Shankar, is my speed is fine. For others, so I think hope the speed is fine. You're able to follow. Hope the speed is fine. Next, secondary waves. Yes, waves. Secondary waves, they are recorded second on the seismograph. Now we can easily understand. Secondary waves. Alphabet, yes. How many of you like alphabet? Yes. Yes, ma'am. See, for secondary waves, they come second. Okay. Another thing is solid. They will travel only in the solid medium. Okay. See, secondary waves or S waves, they come second next to primary waves. They can travel only in the solid. Secondary, they are recorded second on the seismograph. S waves are also called as transverse waves or shear waves or distortional waves. So another yes. What is this another yes? So we can beautifully attach to it. Secondary waves. It is called as an S waves. It is also comes second place. It can travel only through the solid medium. Second place, isn't it? And then it is also known as a shear wave. See how many S? S power 5. Can I say S power 5? S power 5. Secondary waves, they are also recorded second on what? Seismograph. Yes or no? All yes. S power 5. Special 5. Okay? Special as S waves are also called as transverse waves or distortional waves or shear waves. So can we remember TDS? TDS, tax deducted at source. Tax deducted at source. TDS is or no? Transverse waves or shear waves or distortional waves. They are analogous to water ripples or light waves. Primary waves is analogous to sound waves. Secondary waves is analogous to light waves. Is this clear? Is this clear till now? Give me an answer. They are analogous to water ripples or light waves. Transverse waves, shear waves or distortional. So secondary waves are shear waves or distortional waves. Means what does it mean, ma'am? What is this transverse, ma'am? What is this shear? Which is nothing but it means that the direction of the vibrations of the particles in the medium is perpendicular. Is perpendicular to the wave, is perpendicular to the direction of the propagation of the waves. Hence, they are create trough, crest and the trough. Yes or no? See, primary waves we have longitudinal. They move to and fro. Yes or no? They move from here and to fro. To and fro. It is a primary waves, isn't it? But S waves or transverse or distortional or shear waves because they are perpendicular to the direction of the waves. Are they perpendicular, ma? Are they perpendicular to the direction of the waves, which lead to the formation of crest, anticline, trough, syncline? Yes or no? which lead to the formation of crust and the trough. Which is a crust here? This elevated upland portion is called as a crust. This lowland depression is known as a trough. Yes or no? Crust and the trough. Is this clear? So hence they create crust and the trough in the material through which they pass. They distort the medium. S waves arrive at the surface after the P waves. Is this clear till now? Is this clear till now? Please give me an answer. So it is also known as transverse waves or shear waves or distortional. Yes or no? Any doubt? So they move to the perpendicular to the direction, and next is these waves are of high frequency and possess slightly higher destructive power compared to the P waves. Yes, since it consists of a high frequency, secondary waves is more destructive than the primary waves. Yes or no? With respect to the destruction, but with respect to the speed, it comes only second. Primary waves greater than secondary waves. Is this clear? Is this clear? Now, so these waves are of high frequency because they are perpendicular to the direction of the waves. Try to remember, perpendicular to the direction of the waves, and slightly higher destructive power compared to P waves. The trembling on the Earth's surface caused due to these waves is from side to side, horizontal. S waves cannot pass through the fluids, which is known as fluids. Liquid and gases are known as fluids. Yes or no? In our 6th standard science book, we would have read. What is a fluid? Ma'am, fluid consists of Lg. What is this Lg? Liquid and gases. S waves cannot pass through fluids as fluids do not support shear stress. Fluids cannot support shear stress, so they can travel only in the solid. Yes or no? They travel at a varying velocity proportional to the shear strength and through the solid part of the earth. Is this clear? Is this clear? Please let me know. So that's it. We are going to discuss now secondary waves. S power 5. What is this S power 5? Special 5. Secondary waves. They are also known as, what is the first S? They are also known as S waves. Yes or no? They are known as S waves. With respect to the speed, they comes second. Yes or no? They come second with respect to the speed. Am I right? They can travel only in the solid medium. They cannot travel through fluid. As or no, liquid and gases, they are also known as a shear waves. They are also known as the shear waves, and they are also called as a secondary waves, and it will reach a second in the seismograph. Yes or no? Can we easily remember like this? Please give me an answer. So they come second. So S waves, they come second with respect to the speed. They get recorded in the seismograph. Solid, they can travel only through the solid, and it is also known as a shear, and it is in the seismograph. Yes or no? So also it is also known as transverse waves, distortional, shear waves. Is this clear? They arrive at the space with some time lag after primary. So P comes first, S comes second. They are slower than primary waves and can pass only through the solid material. So they are saying yes to solid and no to fluid. Yes or no? They are saying yes to solid and no to fluid. Fluid consists of liquid and gases. Is this clear? Next, this property of S waves led seismologists to conclude that the Earth's outer core is in the liquid state. So, see, in the shadow zone we will be discussing now. Imagine this is the Earth's interior. Okay, so this is the core, inner core. The P waves and S waves. Why only P waves and S waves? Body waves. These are the only two body waves. Body waves only can travel inside the Earth's interior. Surface waves, they will circumference of the Earth. Surface waves like L and R cannot penetrate inside the Earth's interior. So they will travel outer only. Love waves and Rayleigh waves. Body waves of P waves and S waves only. These two only penetrate inside the Earth's interior. P waves penetrate from the crust to the mantle and it will move to the core and it comes out. It can travel through all the three, but S waves move through the crust and mantle. It will stay in the outer core. Why? Outer core is liquid, inner core is solid. Can S waves pass through liquid? Give me an answer. Can S wave penetrate through liquid? Can S wave penetrate through liquid? No, it can travel only through solid. Since the gate on entering the outer, it traveled crust. It passed through mantle, but it is coming and standing in front of the core. It couldn't penetrate beyond. Why? Because the outer core is liquid in nature. This is what we have discussed in Earth's interior class. Yes or no? Yes or no? So this property of S wave lets seismologists to conclude that Earth's outer core is in the liquid state. The entire zone beyond 105 from the epicenter does not receive earth waves. Does not receive S waves. Now we will discuss. This is called shadow zone. Okay. Next, particles move at right angle because they are perpendicular. They move at right angle to the ray. They are transverse waves in which directions of the particle movement and the wave propagation are perpendicular to each other. Yes or no? They are perpendicular to each other. They are transverse waves in which the direction they move perpendicular to each other. Is this clear, ma? Is this clear? Surface waves. So we have completed body waves. Give me an answer. Is body waves is crystal clear? We have successfully completed body waves. Yes or no? What are the body waves? Give me an answer. Now we are going to move to the surface waves. Do you want me? Okay, can I ask you the question with respect to body waves? Better me? Omkar? Seema, body waves. Of course, seismic waves, isn't it? Or earthquake waves. It is consists of two waves. One is body waves, another one is surface waves. Body waves, another one is surface waves. Body waves is still divided into two types. They are known as P waves and S waves. Surface waves are still divided into two types. They are known as L waves and R waves. That is love waves and Rayleigh. Okay. This body waves. Why did we get this name body? Because only these two body waves, P and S waves, can only penetrate inside the Earth's interior, whereas the surface waves cannot penetrate inside the Earth's interior. They will travel the circumference of the Earth crust, outer layer only. They doesn't have a power to penetrate inside. Is this clear? So P waves and S waves. In this now we have discussed what is this, which is very important. Comes first primary waves. Primary waves or P waves, it is also called as longitudinal waves or compressional waves. Yes or no? Primary waves, they comes first, they get detected first in the seismograph, and with respect to the speed, they are twice the speed of secondary waves, and but they are less destructive in nature. They travel through all the mediums, solid, liquid and gases, but they travel faster in solid, comparatively less speed in liquid and gases, isn't it? But they travel through all medium. They created density differences from the crust, mantle and the core, because the crust, mantle and the core differs with respect to the medium. Yes or no? Such like we have discussed. And yes, we have coming for the yes, and here it is in the analogous to sound waves. Yes or no? Because they are in causes of stretching, expansion and compression. Yes or no? So these such like we have discussed many important points. Coming to the secondary waves, S power 5. What is this S power 5? Secondary waves are also called as a S waves. They come second on the seismograph. Of course, in respect to the speed, they come second. They can travel only through the solid medium. Are you getting it, ma? They can travel only through the solid medium, such like we have discussed important. First, let me finish it, and finally we'll have the better me. Is this fine? So, is body waves is clear till now? Now we are moving to the surface waves, L waves. What is the surface waves? The body waves interact with the surface rocks and generate a new set of waves called surface waves, long or L waves. Normally they used to say love waves. These waves move only along the surface, that is on the earth surface, not on the earth interior. The surface waves are also called long period waves because of their long wavelength. They are low frequency transverse waves, shear waves. They are low frequency transverse waves. S waves, of course, shear waves, low frequency. They develop in the immediate neighborhood of the epicenter. You know now what is focus and what is epicenter? Focus is the origin of earthquake. Epicenter where it experiences the tremor. Yes or no? So they are neighborhood to epicenter means they are in the outer surface. Yes or no? Because epicenter itself will happen in the earth crust. Focus will happen in the earth's interior, isn't it? So they develop in the immediate neighborhood of the epicenter and affect only the surface of the earth and die out at a smaller depth. So they will cause the destruction only on the outer surface. Even if they try to penetrate little inside, even from the surface, if they try to penetrate little inside the earth interior, they will die out. It is no effect at all because they cannot go inside. They die out at smaller depth. They lose energy more slowly with the distance than the body waves because they travel only across the surface, unlike the body waves which travel in all direction. Body waves, they travel in all direction. Isn't it? Primary waves, all direction. But surface waves, they can travel only across the earth's surface. Particle motion of the surface waves is larger than that of the body waves. That is amplitude. Amplitude of surface waves is greater than body waves. So surface waves are the most destructive. So when you come with respect to destructive nature, which causes more destruction, it is first is the surface waves. Surface waves. Then it is the secondary waves. Then last only it is the primary waves. Yes or no? Yes or no? So they are the slowest among the earthquake. With respect to the speed, see, with respect to the destruction, it is SP. SP. What is this first S? It is surface waves. What is the second S? Secondary waves. What is the third? Primary waves. With respect to the destruction. With respect to the speed. With respect to the speed, primary waves is the first, isn't it? They are the slowest among the earthquake. Secondary waves is the second, and the last is the surface waves. Yes or no? PSS. Is this clear, Omkar? So they are the slowest among the earthquake waves and are recorded last on the seismograph. Love waves. It is the fastest surface waves. Surface waves we have a two. See, in body waves, which is the fastest? P. Secondary waves come second. Such like in surface waves, we have two types. One is a low, another one is a Rayleigh. Here, who comes first? It is the fastest surface waves. Low waves is the fastest. So, low comes first and Rayleigh second. Here, primary first and secondary wave second. Is this clear? Super. Is this clear? Now, so love waves, it is the fastest surface waves and it is moves the ground from side to side, side to side. Rayleigh waves rolls along the ground, rolling. It moves like this, rolling. Rayleigh is rolling. Okay, rolls along the ground just like a wave rolls across a lake or an ocean. Because it rolls, it moves the ground up and down. Yes or no, ma? Up and down. up and down. Whereas the love waves, it moves sideways. Inside only it will waves. Whereas the Rayleigh waves, it moves roll down, up and down. Okay, it rolls, it moves through the ground up and down and side to side in the same direction that the wave is moving. Most of the shaking and the damage from an earthquake is due to Rayleigh. It is similar to P waves and S waves. If compared to the P waves, which is the fastest and less destructive, which compared to the body waves, which is the fastest and less destructive, P waves are fastest but it is less destructive. Similarly, in compared to the surface waves, which is the fastest and less destructive, L wave is the fastest, it comes first but it is less destructive. Whereas Rayleigh comes second but it is more destructive. Most of the shaking and damage from an earthquake is due to Rayleigh wave. Is this clear, ma? Is this clear? Give me an answer. Omkar, is everything is good to go? See, body waves, surface waves. I think now you have a, can I ask you some question of, okay, first let me finish surface waves. So earthquake waves, surface, earthquake generates surface waves that travel out from the epicenter along the surface of the earth. Two types of these surface waves occur. Rayleigh waves, named after a British physicist, Lord Rayleigh. Love waves, named after a British geophysicist, Love. So they have given, in order to do honor to the scientist, of course they have kept the name geophysicist, Love under Rayleigh. Surface waves cause damage to the structure. Damage to the structure as they shake the ground underneath the foundation of the buildings and other structure. When compared to this, which comes first? Love waves comes first because they move side to side. Okay, they comes first and they are less destructive in nature. Horizontal transverse. Rayleigh, it is a rolling. Can you see the roll here in the diagram? Can you see the roll here? It moves up and down. Up and down. It comes second, but it is most destructive. Yes or no? Is this clear now, ma? Is this clear? Any doubt? Surface waves, long waves, love waves or Rayleigh waves, they follow the circumference of the earth. Do they penetrate inside the earth's interior? Give me. Do they penetrate inside the earth's interior? No, they follow the circumference of the earth. Violent and most destructive. Love waves. This kind of surface waves causes horizontal shifting of the earth during an earthquake, which causes a horizontal shifting of the earth. That is a love waves. This kind of surface waves causes a horizontal shifting. They have much slower than the body waves but are faster than the Rayleigh. Yes or no? So with respect to speed, we will rank who comes first, second, third and fourth. Who comes first out of all seismic waves? Out of all seismic waves, both body waves and surface waves. Of course, it is the primary waves first, secondary waves second, love waves third and Rayleigh waves fourth. Yes or no? Yes or no? See, they exist only in the presence of semi-infinite medium overlain by an upper finite thickness. Confined to the surface of the crust, love waves produce entirely horizontal motion. Love waves produce horizontal shifting of the earth during an earthquake. Is this clear? Is this clear? See, P and L with respect to their body and surface. Overall ranking, P first and L third. Yes or no? So Rayleigh is more destructive. Though it comes second, it is more destructive rolling down. Move up and down. This is sideways. Can you see the arrow mark? This move either this way or this way. Sideways. How do seismic waves help in understanding the Earth's interior? Is everything is clear now? You know what are seismic waves? What are seismic waves or earthquake waves? Yes, it consists of two types, body waves and surface waves. Yes, body waves is still divided into two types, primary waves and secondary waves. Surface waves is still divided into two types, love waves and Rayleigh waves. So, in the end, we are coming to a conclusion. How do seismic waves help in understanding the Earth interior? Seismic waves get recorded in the seismographs. located at far off location. Seismograph is an instrument which will record the seismic waves. Seismic waves, earthquake waves, body waves, surface waves, isn't it? So it is get recorded in the instrument seismograph. Difference in arrival time. Now you know the difference in arrival time. Who will reach the, who will come, who will win the match? Who will win the prize? Prize, of course, it is a P. Difference in arrival time waves taking different path than expected due to refraction and the absence of seismic waves in certain region called as a shadow zone. Very interesting topic. Next, I am going to move on to what is shadow zone. Is this fine? So, due to refraction and the absence of seismic waves in certain regions called as a shadow zone, allow mapping of the earth interior. Discontinuity in velocity as a function of a depth or indicative of changes in composition and density. This last line is very clear. Discontinuity in the velocity. Did we remember the discontinuity in the earth's interior? From crust to mantle, mantle to core. Why? Because are they homogeneous in nature? Are they made up of the same material? No, they have consist of different metals, isn't it? Like Sial, Sima, Nifi. So difference in density, discontinuity in velocity, change in velocity. Do they move with the same speed primary waves? No. First it is like 8, then it is 11, 14, again it's come down to 11 kilometer per second. Do you remember? Yes. So discontinuity in velocity as a function of a depth or indicative of a changes in composition and density. That is, by observing the changes in the velocity, the density and the composition of the Earth's interior can be estimated. Change in density greatly varies the wave velocity. Super Omkar, heterogeneous. So that is, by observing the changes in the velocity, do they move in the same speed? No, they move with a different speed, isn't it? The density and composition of the earth interior can be estimated. Discontinuity in wave motion has a function of the depth or indicative of changes in the space. That is, by observing the changes in the direction of these waves, the emergence of the shadow zone, different layers can be identified. Is this fine? Now we are going to discuss emergence of shadow zone of P waves and S waves. Now we are going to discuss what is shadow zone. Our topic is two topic in today's class. Yes or no, ma? One topic is seismic waves. Another topic is shadow zone. Did I complete seismic waves? Yes, CMRGT. Super. Did I complete seismic waves? In-depth detail. Now we are going to do a short session, very short, of what is this shadow zone. See, this is what we are going to discuss now. Seismic shadow zones. Is this fine? It goes for, that's it. That's it. It's a short session for another 20 minutes. Okay, very important short note, very important. I think now you will easily understand. First, let me say the definition. What is shadow zone? Shadow zones are the zones that there are some specific area where no waves reported. Please answer me. No waves reported means what? Within the zone of 103 degree, both P waves and S waves detected. Beyond 142 degree, only P waves detected. Shadow zone lies between 103 and 142 degree. Shadow zone of S wave is larger than P waves. Now I have read the statement. I am going to explain all these points now. Look at here. Look at here. It's such an amazing, interesting concept. Shadow zone. What is a shadow zone? Ma'am, you said P waves, S waves, body waves, P waves move fast, S waves come second. This is all fine, ma'am. Seismic waves, the emergence of shadow zone of P waves and S waves. S waves do not travel through fluids. Yes or no? They cannot travel through liquids. They are accentuated. The entire beyond 103 degree does not receive. Okay, this I will come second. I come second. Now let me say, what is a shadow zone? See, look at this diagram, my dear friends. I am going to explain the first point. Shadow zones or the area or the zone where some specific area where no waves reported. Now in the diagram you say which is the place where there is a no waves detected. Now look at me. Please travel with me. Black color arrow. This black color arrow is a S wave. Yes or no? Black color is an S wave. And can you see yellow color arrow? Yellow color arrow mark. Yellow color arrow mark is a P wave. Starting from here, okay? Epicenter towards the Earth's interior. Why? Because only these two waves, P waves and S waves, it is a part of a body waves. Only these two can move inside Earth's interior, penetrate. So starting from here, can you see they are moving in different direction? I mean this penetrating inside the Earth. Now you follow the arrow mark. What is black mark? Black is an S wave, yellow is a P waves. Yes or no? So yes, P, yes, P, yes, P, yes, P, yes. Again here. Secondary waves, primary waves, secondary waves, primary waves, secondary waves, primary waves, secondary waves, primary waves, secondary waves, primary waves. Yes or no? Now, here again, can you see any arrow mark in this gray shaded portion? Can you see any arrow mark in the gray shaded portion? Here again, P, 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 P. That means, I think you're getting an idea now. See, let me take the S waves. Black is an S wave. S waves is passing through the crest. It passes through the mantle. When it comes and touch the outer core. Outer core is liquid in nature, so it cannot penetrate beyond that. Can you see any black arrow inside the core or beyond that? Can you see any black arrow? No. So S waves get stopped within 105 itself. Yes or no? This is the maximum limit for the travel for S waves. Is this first point is clear? Shadow zone. S waves from the starting point it can travel only till 105 degree or 103 degree in some book. So let us keep 105. Is the first point is clear? Is the first point is clear? Next. So same here as well. 105 degree, yes, it is stopping in the outer. It passes through the crest, it passed through the mantle, but it cannot penetrate the core because outer core is made up of liquid. S waves can travel only through solid medium. Is this clear? Now, this gray shaded portion, can you see this word? No direct waves detected. No waves detected. Neither P nor S. Yes or no? Can you see any arrow mark? Can you see either black or yellow? No, nothing is detected on these area. No waves detected zone is known as shadow zone. Shadow zone or the zones where neither P waves nor S waves detected. Is this clear? Is this clear? Shadow zones or the zone where neither P waves or S waves detected. Now, so what about with respect to P waves? See now, S waves it stops at 105 degree. Coming to P waves, it travels till 105 degree. From 105 till 140. Can you see this here? Can you see this? 105 to 140, no P waves detected, but beyond 140, can you see beyond 140 again yellow color, that is P waves detected. Yes or no? Are you getting this? Are you getting this? Because S waves can penetrate solid, liquid, all medium. It doesn't have the density and speed only differences varies, isn't it? So till 105 degree, both S waves and P waves are not detected. That is called as a shadow zone. Beyond, so shadow zone is 105 to 140 degree, both S waves and P waves are not detected. Greater than 140 degree, that is beyond 140 degree, only P waves is detected. Is this clear? Is this clear? Is this clear? Look at here. I can explain with a multiple diagram. See, you take it. This is S waves. So S wave stops at here. S wave stops at here. This is 105 degree. And P waves. So from 105 to 140 degree, both P waves and S waves are absent. And beyond 140 degree, P waves again detected. Is this clear? This is called, what is shadow zone? Shadow zone, this place is called, this orange shaded portion, this is called shadow zone. Shadow zones are the zones where no wave detected. No wave means neither P nor S. So from 105 to 140 degree is known as shadow zone. Beyond 140 degree, only P waves detected, whereas S wave stopped at 105 itself. Is this fine? Is this fine? So P waves compress, they travel through solid liquid. That's it. This is called. See, look at here. Now I will read the statement. You will understand each and every statement. Yes or no? The entire zone beyond 103 or 105 degree does not receive S waves, and hence this zone is identified as shadow zone of S waves. Now you say me the next question with respect to shadow zone of S wave and P wave, which is having a larger shadow zone S waves. Why? Because it can stop, journey itself stopped with 105 degree. Beyond 105 degree, it cannot pass us through. So the wave more it cannot pass us through, it consists as, it has a larger shadow zone. But that is not the case for P waves. It cannot pass from 105 to 140, but beyond 140, again it can pass. Yes or no? So the shadow zone of S waves is larger than shadow zone of P waves. Is this clear, ma? Is this clear again? Okay, this observation led to the discovery of liquid outer core. Why S wave cannot pass through 105 degree means at 105 degree it comes across a liquid outer core. It can pass only through solid. The shadow zone of P waves appears as a band around the earth between only 103 to 142. That is 105 to 140. Away from the epicenter. This is because P waves are refracted when they pass through the transition between the semi-solid mantle and the liquid outer core. Because P waves passes through solid, liquid and the gases. So they get refracted when they pass through the transition from the crust, mantle and the core. In the mantle, it is semi-solid, whereas the outer core is liquid. Because of the change in the composition, it get refracted. Mantle is semi-solid. Yes or no? It is solid, whereas the outer core is liquid. So there is a change in composition from solid material to liquid. So because of this is because the P waves are refracted when they pass through the transition between the semi-solid mantle and the liquid outer core. However, the seismographs located beyond 140 from the epicenter again record the arrival of P waves but not that of S waves. This gives the clues about that solid inner core. Thus, a zone between 105 to 140 or 103 to 142 from the epicenter was identified as a shadow zone for both the types of the waves, where within 105 to 140 no waves detected, neither P nor S. Is this clear? Is this clear, Omkar? Now you will understand each and every point. Is the first point is clear? Zones Shadow zones are the zones where some specific area. What is the some specific area? From 103 to 140. Am I right? Some specific area where no waves reported. Yes or no? Yes or no? Second point. Within the zone of 103 degree. Within 103 degree. From the starting point within 103, both P and S. See, within the zone of 103 degree, both P and S waves are detected. Yes. Beyond 103 to 140, both P and S are absent. Beyond 140, only P is detected. Is this clear? So beyond 140, only P waves detected. Shadow zone lies between 103 to 142. So naturally, shadow zone of S waves is greater than the shadow zone of P waves. Yes or no? Because P waves, after a break, it is again started moving beyond 140, but S waves journey stopped at 105 itself. So the shadow zone is that where the waves cannot be detected. It is larger for S waves. Is this clear? Is this clear? That's it. Seismic waves is completed, shadow zone is completed. Yes or no, ma? The earthquake waves develop shadow zone because the P and the S waves follow a curved path in the interior of the earth, which proves the density increases inside. On reaching the core, S waves disappear. On reaching the outer core is liquid in nature. On reaching the outer core, S waves disappear and P waves are refracted. Why it is refracted? Because the P waves rapidly passing through crust. From the crust it is moving to mantle. From mantle it is moving to the core. Mantle is made up of a semi-solid, whereas when it try to penetrate the core is a liquid in nature. Because of difference of solid and liquid of the composition, it gets refracted. P waves are refracted. As a result, there is no way for a distance. Because for which distance? This is the diagram. So this is the diagram. This is the most important question and very often it gets being asked in your optional seismic waves. Is this clear? I think now we have an answer starting from here till here 103, both P and S. From 103 to 142, no P and S. Beyond 142, only P. So S stops by 105 itself. Yes or no? Is this clear? So P wave shadow zone, after that P wave received here. So S wave stops here itself. This is called outer core. Of course, liquid. Inner core, solid. Is this clear, ma? Is this clear for everyone? The waves are refracted as they travel through the earth due to change in density of the medium. Yes or no? Solid and liquid. This causes the waves to travel in the curved path. When the waves cross the boundary between the two different layers, there is a sudden change in the direction due to refraction. Due to refraction, L waves or the seismic waves, it is slow in nature. A seismic shadow zone is the area of the earth's surface where seismic waves detect an earthquake. The secondary waves do not pass through the liquid outer core, of course, does not detect more than. Thus, L wave do not have a shadow zone, of course. Seismograph located at any distance within 103 degree from the epicenter recorded the arrival of both P and S waves. Yes or no? The span of the shadow zone of the P wave 78 degree 2 into 1 4. So this is all simple. Span is definitely it is larger for S waves. Why do you understand? Last. First I will finish only another 5 minutes. Then for last 5 minutes I will do the better mean. Is this fine? I'll do this. I'll sum up the entire thing, both the seismic waves and the shadow zone. Fine. Why do sound waves travel faster in a denser medium, whereas light travels slower? The sound is a mechanical wave and travels by compression and rarefaction of the medium. P waves. Analogous to sound waves, because sound is a mechanical wave traveled by the compression rarefaction of the medium. The higher density leads to more elasticity in the medium, and hence the ease by which the compression rarefaction can take place. This way, the velocity of the sound increases with an increase in density. Light, on the other hand, is a transverse or an electromagnetic wave. Sound is a mechanical wave and is travels by a compression and rarefaction, expansion and compression of the medium. Higher density lead to more elasticity in the medium, and hence the ease by which compression and rarefaction can take place. This way, the velocity of the sound increases with an increase in density. Light, on the other hand, is a transverse electromagnetic wave. Sound is a mechanical wave. This is an electromagnetic wave. An increase in density increases effective path length, and hence it leads to a higher refractive index and lower velocity. This is a common sense question. Measurement of an earthquake. Earthquake events are scaled either according to the magnitude or intensity of the shock. Richter scale. The magnitude scale is known as a Richter. The magnitude relates to the energy released during the quake. The magnitude is expressed in absolute numbers 0 to 10, and Mercalli scale, the intensity scale. Richter scale, which will record the magnitude. Okay. And Mercalli scale, it will intensity scale is named after Mercalli. Of course, he is an Italian scientist. The scientist intensity scale takes into account the visible damage. Intensity is counted, isn't it? Caused by the event. The range of intensity scale from 1 to 12. Magnitude scale is 1 to 10. 0 to 10. Sorry, 0 to 10. That's it, ma. So, can we go for a quick better me? Can I ask you a question? Yes. So we are going to do the two topics exactly. Is this fine, Omkar? Can we go for the better me? Of course, I've completed the topic. What is the topic now? Seismic waves. Okay. First, let me finish. Seismic waves, or it is also called as earthquake waves. Okay. With respect to first is keywords. What are the keywords? What is this? Origin of an earthquake. Here, where it tremor experience. This is called origin of an earthquake. It is known as focus or hypocenter. Am I right? Focus or hypocenter. Place which experiences epicenter. Am I right? They are focus. They are always perpendicular to each other. Focus or hypocenter will occur deep inside the Earth's interior. Epicenter will occur on the Earth's surface. Is the first word is the first point, is the first concept is clear. Second is, what are seismic waves? Seismic waves or earthquakes, and what is seismograph? Seismograph is an instrument which will record the seismic waves. Yes or no? Yes or no? Fine. What is seismology? Seismology is the scientific study of seismic waves. Why we have to study the seismic waves? Because seismic waves will give some authenticated information. So seismograph is an instrument to record the seismic waves. Yes or no? Third is, what is seismology? Seismology is the scientific study of seismic waves. Why we have to study seismic waves? Scientific study of seismic waves. Why we have to study seismic wave means because it will give us why seismic wave study, because it gives us some authenticated information about composition of Earth's interior. Am I right? Composition of Earth's interior. Is this clear till now? Is this clear till now? Any doubt? So you know the keywords. What is a focus? What is an hypocenter? What is an epicenter? What is a seismograph? What is a seismology? Why is we have to study the seismic waves? Is this clear till now? Now moving to the next seismic waves are divided into two types. One is body waves and another one is surface waves. Surface, try to remember circumference. Circumference. Okay. Do they penetrate inside? No. Body waves, they will move inside. So only body waves are detected. Now, body waves, again it is divided into two types. Primary waves and secondary waves. Surface waves is again divided into two types. Love waves and Rayleigh waves. Is this clear till now? Is this clear till now? Any doubt? Any doubt? Now I'll move to the next. Okay, coming to here. Okay. Now, is this clear till now? Coming to here. Now, so with respect to body waves. With respect to body waves, I'll use some other color. I don't like this color. Okay. With respect to body waves, what are they? Two. One is P waves, another one is S waves. Now we are going to discuss P waves. P waves are also known as primary waves. Yes or no, ma? What are the other names? They are also known as longitudinal. Longitudinal. Compressional waves. Am I right? Primary waves, longitudinal, compressional. What is the second point? P waves arrives first. Yes or no? With respect to the speed. Okay? With respect to the destruction, they are less destructive. Yes or no? With respect to the destruction, they are less destructive. What is the third point? P waves travel through all medium. They travel through solid, liquid and gases. So can we say all medium? Travel through all medium, and they travel faster in solid, greater than liquid, greater than gases. Yes or no? This also we have to remember. With respect to the speed, they comes first how many times? It is twice the speed of S waves. Yes or no? And what are the other things you have to remember? They are leads to compression and rarefaction. Yes or no? Compression and rarefaction, which leads to refraction because of the change in density and composition. They are analogous to sound waves. Am I right? They are analogous to sound waves, and they move to and fro in the line of propagation of the waves. They move in the line of propagation of waves. Am I right? Are you able to generate all these points? Am I right? Coming to S waves. Coming to S waves. S power 5. What is this S power 5? With respect to the first, they are also known as secondary waves or S waves. Yes or no? They come second with respect to the speed. Yes or no? They can travel only through the solid. Yes or no? They cannot travel through fluids. Is this? They are also known as shear waves, or they are also known as transverse and distortional waves. Transverse or distortional waves. Am I right? Transverse or distortional waves. Am I right? Yes or no? Yes. Here even with respect to shadow zone we can increase this. I'll do that separately. Okay. Transverse or distortional waves. Is this clear, ma? Any doubt? And they are analogous to light waves, water ripple Analogous to light waves, water ripples. Why? Because they move perpendicular to the direction of the waves. Perpendicular to the direction of the waves. Yes or no? Is this clear? Is this clear? Now, moving to the next. Moving to the next. They are destructive than the speed is less. Of course, they are destructive when compared to the P waves. Okay, more destructive when compared to the P waves. Next. Coming again to the black screen. Black and white. Are you finding it easy, ma? Now, coming to the surface waves. Surface waves, only circumference. Only circumference. Only circumference of the earth. They are most destructive. They are most destructive. Consists of two. One is love waves. Another one is Rayleigh waves. Here, of course, Rayleigh waves rolls down. It is more destructive. But with respect to the speed, it comes second. This moves side to side. But it comes first and less destructive. Surface waves compared to all types of seismic waves, surface waves are the most destructive. Yes or no? But they doesn't penetrate inside the Earth's interior. They die out even at a small depth. Am I right? They die out even at a small depth. Is this clear? Is this clear? Fine. Why? How did they get the name? After the British geophysicist Rayleigh and Love. So, coming to shadow zone. Coming to shadow zone. Yes or no? What is the shadow zone? No waves detected. Shadow zone or the zones where no waves detected. Both P and yes, no waves detected. Until from where? From 105 till 140 degree, both P waves and S waves are absent. Am I right? S wave stops at 105 degree. Why? Because it cannot pass through the liquid outer core. So the shadow zone of S waves is larger. S wave larger than P waves with respect to the shadow zone. P waves travel till 105 and beyond 140 degree. Yes or no? Beyond 140 degree. Yes or no? Is this clear? So did we discuss all, of course, all the concepts we have discussed? Give me an answer. Are you able to recap every point all? Now we have to write an answer. That's it. Core point. So the P waves. So up till 105, up till. So I can even add this. I'll do the shadow zone continuation. Yes, is it? Up till 105 degree. Both P and S. From 105 to 140, no P and S. Beyond 140, absolutely clear everything. Thank you, ma'am. Beyond 140, only P waves detected. Is this clear? Is this clear? Now even you can directly start writing the answer. Style. That's it, ma. So how was the session, Ankar? See, please, at the end of each session, try to leave the comment box. We need more, of course. It all, see, the more enrollment I get this month, then you can expect your DL ma'am has to be a permanent educator. Minimum at least 5 enrollments. I don't know why. So the students, hope you all enjoy the session. Try to popularize this code. DL10, whichever subject I take, wherever I take, I try to give my utmost dedication. You all know by this time. So DL10, let me check where is this. Okay. DL10, using this code, popular this code, DL10 is like you're like using you're trying to make your powerful session. Thank you, thank you. Don't forget to fill in the comment box. More dedications, more watch minutes, more likes and views. Of course, I don't know why students they are not coming and attending the live session. Yes, I agree. You may watch the recorded session, but when you watch the live session, what is your opinion? What is the difference between live and recorded? Live, you feel that you are focused completely into the topic. You are learning. You are reading for the first time. Revision is also done. Consolidation also is done. At the end of the session, you have a feeling that yes, I can write this answer. Is or no? Is or no? Optional, of course, we need an in-depth. Earth thrust, we have discussed yesterday, that last class, structure of Earth's interior. Here again, we have done another important topic. Tomorrow, we will be doing tips and strategy. How to enrich your score in mains. That is optional, geography optional. Is this fine? So don't forget to keep supporting your DL ma'am in a massive way. So try to recommend this code to your friends and everywhere. Ask them to use this code and take the subscription so that what all the knowledge I have acquired these many years, like 15 years, like to transmit the same to the future bureaucrats. Keep supporting your DL ma'am in all the possible ways. Until then, it's bye from your DL ma'am. Good luck, good day, bye-bye, stay connected. One important information. Tonight, 8 to 9. Of course, it is a Ganges River System Part 2. Okay? From 9:30 to 10:30, one AMA session, one short session, only 1 hour. How to overcome your fear of failure, okay, laziness, how to remove the negativity, how to overcome the fear of failure, laziness. So we'll have some one-on-one session where I think every month we need minimum 4 to 5 AMA session. This month I haven't done one also. This is going to be the first AMA session of this month. Is this fine? So come and join there as well. Every day I do classes for 4 hours, 2 hours closer to 1.5 hours, 2 hours in YouTube platform and 2 hours to 2.5 hours in special platform. Have a break for 4 hours. Again, come and join me on 8 o'clock on special platform. Until then, it's bye from your dear ma'am. Good luck, good day. Bye-bye. Stay connected. Thank you, one and all. Thank you, ma'am.